Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to be starting out tonight with the AMX 50 120 here. Nice to see some of you guys are here already. Hopefully everyone had a really good weekend here, and happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Alright, let's get things going here. I'm going to be doing about the same as I did last stream. Basically, if you have any requests, feel free to pop them in. I'm basically going to be doing mostly random battles, but I'm going to throw in, 2, maybe 3 at most, frontline matches too. So yeah, pretty much if you request a tier 8, I might do it in frontline or a random battle. It all kind of depends how everything shakes out. Hello there, John, though. Modred, and Dana, and Merlot, and Victor. Nice to see you guys. I survived Mother's Day, so we're pretty busy today. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of reorganizing to do tomorrow, to say the least. But everything worked out pretty well. I actually wanted to be busier, to be honest, but yeah, we still ended up doing like, they read about 300, if not a pinch over, for breakfast and brunch. And they're doing about another 150 plus people tonight, so not a bad day for it being like, not summer here. Alright, so 5120, really as far as where I could go in this thing, I'm picking the south, but this really, it wouldn't work bad going potentially the north, but only if I think I can push. I'm definitely gonna be seen here. Oh, Batchat, don't sit there. You are definitely spotted, dude. I am really surprised that they are not getting hit up. Hey. You never know what's gonna happen. I'm like, literally when you sit there, he's spotted. He should be getting, shot up there, but hey. And of course I'm the one that gets hit by the T-49. You never freaking know. Alright, so is he gonna run away? If he doesn't run away and he's the only one down there, granted, I could just get derped again by him. And there's a leopard one. It's just, great, he's there again. This guy's, he's really doing a number on me. I thought I was within proxy spotting distance, but I guess not. Take that, little bugger. Alright, I'll try to take a couple shots into the north. It looks like they are probably gonna inch out there. I just gotta be a little bit careful I don't get spotted, or else I'll be able to get shot from this way. I'm trying to get to where I can help you. Although, doesn't have the best gun elevation, so I didn't hit him there. No, just trying to guess. Really, I don't want to push out too much with just 2 shells. Hello, Carl. Yep, especially because there's a tier 10 Progetto there. I get why my team hasn't wanted to push here. They have the 705A there, but we should be able to get this Progetto out. I just need to actually get loaded. Very nice. But hey, I will take a waiver on the north. Hello, Randall. Because I don't think the north is going to be able to win that fight with the T-95 there head on. So I'm going to try to get in here from the side. I just hope somebody's not sitting over here. Still not going to be super easy here. I have standard rounds, so against the ST and the T-95 here, it could be a little bit difficult. Of course he has a heat shell. Why wouldn't he? Oh, that's pretty much what I'm going to be loading APCR here. But unfortunately, you know, I'm kind of stuck here. These two guys are going to push, but now I'm going to get flanked from behind. So I'm kind of screwed. And yeah, I stupidly just let myself get hit there. Well, I kind of screwed this battle up. my typical first match. Great. Getting a little bit of static for some reason in my audio. Strange. Right. So before I get into, I'm just gonna hop into one more grind here before we get into the super Pershing. Yeah, where are you, tank? Oh, I'm at the wrong tier. That's why. Lord. Yeah, such a hectic day for me. Literally, I had maybe like an hour and a half from kind of getting home to, you know, popping on the computer here. But, yeah, another holiday down. I don't know why I keep getting a little static. I might have honestly messed up my my cable. I was fiddling around in there yesterday a little bit. Which, I don't know if everyone saw, Wargaming kind of released preliminary nerfs to the Object 268 version 4. You know, technically they're nerfs, but hello Gavistar, nice to see you. I don't know if you could really call it a substantial nerf to that thing. So basically they shaved off like 2 kilometers an hour for like the top speeds, nerfed the engine power a little bit, but still it's got crazy mobility. It's not like they nerfed it, you know, a whole lot. And more or less they nerfed a little bit of like an upper cupola armor, and on top of that the lower glacis they nerfed, but not like the lower plate that most people are gonna hit. The very small angled bit they made a little bit larger and a little bit weaker, but it's still only like just taking into account like the bottom plate area of the Object 268 version 4. It probably only accounts for still like 25% of the entire plate, so it's pretty small. Thank you, Face, for the follow. I'm doing pretty well, Gavistar. Hope you're doing well, too. I'm a little tired, but Your biscuit count does seem a little high. Huh. Maybe I screwed something up along the ways. I might have added in something wrong. Hello, Savannah. I was say, what was it last stream, Victor? Because I remember tweaking it manually since you had a different name. Oh, are you kidding me? How did I pin him? At least he bounced off of me, but like, come on now. He's gonna be able to hit me one more time, but I'd rather get out here. Alright, sounds good. Alright, a lot of our teams over on the other side. I should be able to... I don't want to pop out in front of a KV-85 if I can help it. Yeah, he's coming to me though, and there's a bishop. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing it here and hope for the best. Really? The shell... That's one thing. It might have hit a little bit to the left, but something with 1.0 is a lot of the hitboxes, whether it's little things or even just terrain, they extend a little bit further out than the actual visual models. Yeah, and that kind of got me there. Oh well. Pretty bad battle there. Alright, you're around 75,000. Thanks. Yeah, that shell gets hit. It hit one of the models, honestly. That. Yeah. Alright, so I'll fix that real fast. Thanks for pointing that out, Victor. It's probably supposed to be 78,000. After some raffles, I probably put the a one in a different spot than it should. Thanks for tipping Levi Gavastar though. Alright, so I have a super Pershing here. Now that I'm out of grinds, you know, doing a request here, I'll have a better battle. Shells will actually, you know, not disappear, and yeah, so on and so forth. Okie dokie. But as far as the Object 268 version 4 nerfs, I don't know. It remains to be seen. Like, at least it does have weak spots now, like, if you can count them that, but it's still going to be a really tough tank to deal with. So thanks for, well, I updated it though, so it should be back within realm of, you know, what you should have, plus a little bit. Like John said, you can keep a bit of them since you're honest. Alright, so Super Pershing, bottom tier, gotta mute the desktop before this, or these rockets fire off all over the place. I'm gonna head south here. I'm gonna try to get down on the low road though, and see if I can help down there. Just with how slow this is, I won't be too much of a use in the north outside of, you know, trailing behind, but I'll try to help down here where usually most of the fighting takes place. Okay, now that they're over, makes it almost worthwhile just to buy a stream deck to be able to mute that really fast. The Super Pershing, honestly, I don't think it needs a buff at all. It's not supposed to be like the fastest thing out there, and they already did give it a speed buff since it's been implemented in the game. It's just, it's one of those things to where they are looking at, you know, rebalancing preferential tanks. We might actually see that with the next update, them starting to try. They said the KV-5 is kind of first on the list, to where there might be, you know, some other tanks mixed in there. But honestly, with the Super Pershing, they'll probably end up, if I had to guess, buffing the gun a little bit, and potentially like some HP. I don't know if they would touch the mobility very much. They might even give it like a little bit more gun depression. Haven't had any internet issues as of yet, but granted, after, you know, between the last stream and today, I haven't been on the computer at all. I've been so busy at work. But you guys will notice. You'll be the first ones to notice if I ever have internet issues again here. The only thing of note, which we're not going to be able to push against a T95 and T28, is like, at least my upload speed is pretty solid now, to where it's close to where it should be, but my download speed's like a third of what it should be. But honestly, I could care less about my download speed, to be honest. Yeah. Alright, so we are all gonna wanna... We need our arty to... We really need our arty to do that, but honestly, Well, A, I need to not slip down there because that could go bad. We can't push, guys. Like, I was the first one to want to try to push down here in the beginning, but T-95, T-28 already aiming at us, and those 3 tanks still, and the or Waffle Tracker PZ-4, not able to push there. So I'm gonna head back to base. It's kind of sucks, but you're just gonna bash your head against the wall and give them free damage. It's frustrating, but we're just gonna keep throwing away tanks, it seems. Like, there's nothing wrong with taking little pot shots at these guys, but once they pull back here, you hit the crest too far up, and basically you're gonna get hit by their TDs and arty much easier. But yeah, if I thought I could weasel my way and get some more damage and help out down there, I would, but this Progetto is gonna have a field day down there. Oh well. But the Indian Panzer isn't helping. I don't think people ever get that, you know, basically yelling at people in the chat never, you know, improves your team's chances to win. Or at least as far as I could tell. Yeah, like, we made it easy for Artie to hit us, but on top of that, like, once I saw the T-95 and T-28, unless our Artie was basically going to fire every single shot at them and actually, like, hit them very well, we weren't going to be able to push on them. Like, they're sitting at far range, we have to crest over to actually get shots on them, and it's just, you know, unfortunately our team makeup just didn't work out very well. I probably should have noticed that in the beginning, to be honest, and went to the north, knowing that T-95, T-28, an SPG, and some heavies could just very easily lock down that whole side. But I missed that. This Progetto. Problem with the Super Pershing is he can hit my turret weak spots. Plus I have a T-95 coming towards me, but not too much I can do about that right now. We're only down by 2 though, so albeit we are in a really crappy spot here, especially once their T-95 gets into the game, which is about now. It's gonna delete me. Yeah. Hello, Pezmed. Nice to see you. But the Super Pershing, like, I think it's a totally fine tank. It's just sometimes, you know, since it has preferential matchmaking, it can't go 1v1 against a lot of tanks that, you know, especially a tier higher, but maxed out tanks in its own tier. But that just came down to our team at a really bad matchup for where I kind of positioned myself. So an M46 Patton's up here, which after the 105 I'll probably pop into a frontline battle. Which this week coming up, I'm hoping, I've got a few of the live stream replays posting up on YouTube, but next up's going to be doing some clips. I have the video with sound that plays on my intro, you know, before I go live here every stream. That's up to about, like, I forget how long it is. It's pretty long now though. I added in like 20 clips to it, or a little bit less than that, but close. So I'll be posting that up on YouTube. Pretty much all the funniest or whatever moments for the past like month and a half. I'm gonna try to do that at least once a month, and then yeah. Luckily this week it's really crappy out here weather-wise, basically all week, so I should be able to get a couple more things done. Alright, so top tier, I don't know if anyone's gonna spot, but I definitely can't risk trying to spot. This isn't fast enough to do that. We really only have one tank that should do it, but I've still got to ask. I always do it for this map, but the T-49 isn't even moving. So hopefully their T-54 lightweight doesn't decide to scout, or else we'll be at a pretty big disadvantage. At the very least, since I don't think anybody else is going to do it, try to pop over here and take a little peek-see, but just because, you know, me pushing up on the hill fast early on, I don't think it's going to help too much, so... I forget if I have 6 cents on this or not, to be honest. Find out here shortly. Right, so they got a challenger there. That's really bad for us. Not that he can do much there. I don't think the challenger has that much gun depression, but just not good that they have a spotter there. Gonna wait, hopefully, to get unspotted by him, because I definitely don't have 6 cents. Right. T-54 lightweights up there. Alright, I'm gonna try to go for it here. It's just I'm just gonna get shot by him. I can't spot him to where, yeah, I guess I'll go up on the hill. But I usually don't head over there just because you can kind of get stuck there, and you don't have too many shots from there as long as the enemy team, not even where the challenger is, but you can get shot from so many places going out there that usually I won't go there unless like I'm in a TD that like that's kind of the only spot. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit, Victor. So unfortunately our T-30 is not moving either. Well, this is fantastic. I'm gonna double tap the old 2 button for a second to hopefully start off my first shot well. It's just I did play this a little slow to where potentially if their T-95 was heading this way, he could almost be on top of the hill by now. Really, ammo rack. Gotta be really careful about him. Go knee. Yeah, I should be able to get one more shot in a Progetto using this as cover, as long as there's not something else behind that little ridge. T-44, but T-95's in the base, so okay, he's got the derp gun. Just waiting to see. I got a couple tanks with me. Hey, Mr. Oni. It's just my standard round. Unless I hit him in the right spot, I'm just going to bounce. But my premium round does pretty well against him. Ah, crap, he got me. I don't have a repair kit either. And a VK101P's coming up. It is really not good because now I'm one-shottable. And, oh, no, no. That's not a good spot to be in right now for me. Hopefully this guy doesn't get mad that I'm gonna kind of ditch him. Need to keep myself alive while there's a bunch of tanks up here. But this guy's, if I had to guess, he's gonna try to gank me. That that worked out. If I stayed where I was, he was going to be able to basically move here and then shoot up at me. Hello, Mojo. Nice to see you. See him, but to me, this is the more pressing target right now. Oh, crap. Yeah, Tiger 2. You need to press harder, dude, because I'm about to die. We're up by 2, but for some reason everyone's running away from our base. This. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh, keep me covered. Or not. Yeah, I got a little bit lucky there with that miss. Okay, that VK shot, I think. I won't lie. I used quite a bit of APCR this match. Use you as a human shield, hopefully. But it works. I'll always admit though, like I probably fired about 4 extra premium shells than I actually needed to. But yeah, I needed that after my first couple battles. Honestly, we're still not out of the woods though, just given the HP totals of some of our tanks. Hopefully this T-49 gives us a good spot. Just trying to get lucky. No arty, so I should be safe. I don't know why our light is afraid to spot people. Like I know he can die like if 2 of them hit him, but like come on now, you're in a T-49. Nope, I guess I'm gonna head out. Just the KV-122 can definitely one-shot me, but I'm not about to wait. Alright, so I'm gonna hop into the AMX-13-105 after this one, and then I'm gonna be playing a frontline battle after that. Feel free to pop any, requests into the queue, whether they're tier 8s or not. I'll be bopping back and forth between random and frontline here. Hopefully I can get a shot on this T-95. I'm just gonna go for it. Like, I could just sit on the cap, but see if I can get this last hit in. Yeah, that's depressing. That rock was in between me and him. Pretty good battle though. 4,400 damage, a little bit of a assist sprinkled in there. Can't complain. Got a mastery badge, first class, Top Gun, high caliber award. Yep, easily the most amount of damage in the battle there. But, or no. Ooh. I wasn't, so not easily the most amount of damage, but yeah. Oh no, I lost some credits because, yeah, I was a filthy premium round spammer there. So AMX 13105. That, more or less. So one thing of note with this tank, 0.42 accuracy, which if you compare it even against the 1390 that comes right before it, 0.38 accuracy, and I believe even the tier 8 and tier 7, but specifically the tier 8, tier 7, and even the tier 6 maybe all have 0.38 accuracy until you get to the tier 10, and then all of a sudden your accuracy just goes to crap. Thank you very much for the bits, Dana. I appreciate it. Yep, Levi is... he's napping. Well, that'll be a little surprise for him when he wakes up. But some battles in the 13105, your shells just don't go where you want them to. Other times they all hit, and you know, this tank feels pretty awesome as a light tank. But yeah, you never know what's gonna happen. I will say, at least for the NA server, but anybody looking to like buy a high tier tank and stuff, you might just want to hold off. Memorial Day is coming up soon, so say you unlock a, you know, say a tier 10 or something, you might just want to hold off for just a smidgen and see what the specials are. Or if you plan on, like, say, free XPing and starting a new line, you know, tier 6 to 8 or something, we should see some decent sales go on during that time. Hello, Pringo. Nice to see you. Alright, so... do I risk it and scout? That's the question. There's a lot of TDs, which is the only reason I am contemplating this, but a lot could go wrong here. And by a lot, I mean like everything. But I will give it a shot. I see a lot, yeah, nobody's even going to the bottom left corner. There's no point in me going there. This guy's spotting, good on that side. I'm spotting this side for our team. E57 Heavy kinda took the bait. I just hope that my team is able to assist me, because I definitely did not do myself any favors there. I did track him, but he's probably got a repair kit. Oh lord. Yeah, I am definitely screwed here. Oh, there's a bat chat. He's got me. Yeah. Well, that ended in failure. I don't know how. I hope the bat chat got a lot more assist damage, but yeah. Well, that failed. I'll pop this back into the tank request queue, since I kind of went all in there, and I was gonna chicken out and just kind of do a little scouting run. But when I saw my entire team, basically, except for the Z4s going out there alone for some reason now, they're all sitting here, except for this line. But, you can't make the right choices all the time. But anyway, I'll pop that back into the queue. So I'm gonna hop into a frontline battle here. So let's see. I'll play the WZ-132 in this. I just want to start out with a tank that can work for either attack or defense. So why don't I pop into this guy here? Alright, so let me start a giveaway as well, since this battle, you know, takes a while. Clever positioning. RT-57 heavy or the one that caused me to die? I would say theirs, I was surprised he pushed down there, but yeah. He did actually put himself in a decent spot not to get shot. I just can't believe that, yeah. Literally, our whole flank just pulled back. But anyway, on attack here, I'm in the center on B. So I'm going to look to push basically right up here. Pretty much I do that anytime attacking. It's not like the end all be all, but I just find it works out pretty well. Show my team. Why are you in front line as well? Just glancing, I don't see any names I recognize. Hello Arrowhead, nice to see you. That stinks. I know all about work schedule changes, which is why I had to switch mine up a little bit. I'm glad you could at least pop in here. Even though sometimes my YouTube replays of the stream are a little bit late, like 2-3 days behind, you can always pop on here like right after the stream ends. Replay comes up. You just hit the video section. Has all the chat and everything in it as well. But yeah, I know all about schedule changes at work. One of these days, you know, it'll line back up. Well, at least 2 T-44s kind of went here. It's just, I've found that a lot of people get sucked into A. It happened the last time I was streaming and we're here. And I saw it a few times when we were defending, is for whatever reason, people have it in their minds that, you know, just popping off in the beginning and going to A from this side helps a lot. Like, you can do damage, but it doesn't exactly help your team, because pushing B and pushing B hard actually works pretty well. They can't reset you from the right here if you're where that one T-44 is with the flag above its head, to where they have to push in and basically expose themselves, which, man, I don't know how I missed that one. But yeah, I need to start moving on up here. But that T-44, he got a little unlucky. But we don't have enough tanks up here now, basically. We're down by 1, but technically we're down by more because a few people were busy lollygagging towards the left there. Yeah, I really hope I don't miss this close-up. The left flank, you know, I just find that people, they see that repair option and they think that they like need to hold it. You don't. Like, honestly, it's almost impossible to stop a push on this if your team basically piles about 3 or 4 tanks in, basically where those 2 T-44s were in the beginning, and then they have a couple people on the ridge line right behind me, so a little bit to the right of the P-44 Pantera. Oh, come on. That was a really bad low roll. Doesn't do a lot of damage per shot to begin with, but man, I'm not getting any RNG luck here right now. Not that I should expect it. I will give people credit though, they've kind of caught on, and more people when they're defending B will pop out on the right there where those 3 tanks were. And it does make it pretty difficult to be able to push up in a heavy. Mediums can still make it pretty much uncontested, but heavies have a little bit harder time. I probably shouldn't shoot that, but at least we did get A, so, you know, everything wasn't a waste. P-32 though, we probably don't want to pop out that far. If you feel like you're kind of stuck and you don't have anywhere to go, just press J and basically do that instead of rushing out and giving the enemy free damage. Alright, so basically waiting for my team to come back up. We have the advantage now, number-wise, but they're all on the left there. Artie's kind of on me too. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of a FPS spike there. Hey, they missed. That Centaurian. Just... I don't know why they feel like they need to flank them. Just push in. But... Alright, I'm probably just gonna... Seeing the tanks that are left, I should be able to eke my way... the VK is actually pretty far out here now. Please don't hit me in my cupola. Oh, hello there. You're probably gonna mess me up real bad. One pen from him and I'm dead. But I got the engineering basically perk here. Oh, crap, I critted him. That helps out a bit. Go. I try not to use too much premium when it comes to frontline. You'll notice most players don't, and the ones that do tend to just, you know, use it too much. But since it's only tier 8s that you're facing off against, you usually can get away with not using that many. Alright, so I'm going to push up here. I'm going to try just to repair my tank, then I might hang a right to help clear out. Or if I think that we have a decent chance, I'll try to keep pushing. The reason I pick a heavy like this is, you know, you have the speed to be able to keep up with the changes when you cap a zone. But definitely looks like C's having a little bit difficulties. Okay, I'm definitely gonna hang a right here. See if I can help out. Although, see, we only have a 3 tank advantage, so there is a possibility though we might be able to. If all these guys are still going to push, we might be able to press, and yeah, now we have a huge advantage tank-wise, which I guess missed a shot because I'm googling the the scoreboard. So if you have a pretty good advantage and it looks like your team's pushing hard, usually it's better off to try to help them. If you can push up hard and like fast cap basically the next zone, it's pretty important to be able to do that. Take any advantage that you get when it comes to having the numbers on the enemy. Yeah, I don't know where this bat is still, but found a tiger. I'm gonna really hope that my team helps me here. Doesn't look like it is so far. Didn't even know that there was a windmill here. But I will take it, and I'll abuse the hell out of it. Yeah, we're actually up by 5 now, it looks like. Ooh, T-34 using APCR. Oh lord, Tiger 2, FV4202. I might not, yeah. If I'm gonna make this out, I'd have to push. Yeah, they literally just have, I'd say 3 tanks back there, plus an arty. I don't know where the other ones are, but... Alright, so let me hop into a WZ-132 here. Fairly sure my crew's in it. I probably should have checked before I popped into this mode. If it isn't... crap. I apologize that I should have checked. Why don't I hop into, since it will actually help, the HWK though. Not that it's same as the WZ-132, but... Hello Delta, nice to see you. It's exclamation point LB. Alright, our numbers are kind of faltering here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with I will pop over to this other flank now and help see. It is a light, and you know, it's got a decent gun when it comes to alpha for, you know, a light tank at its tier. Kind of like the 132. Just, I don't see... Oh, Lord. I didn't see that. Oh my god. Well, I thought I was going to be able to coast down here. That's, yeah, that's 150% my fault there. I was like, oh, I can coast down here. But nope, I hit that one little freaking bump there. I beat you to it, Mojo. Oh, can't hit that either because I'm going to flip over. Oh my god. Why can't I drive the HWK and freaking... Yeah, I can't drive it in Frontline for some reason. I think last stream I flipped it over on its side, so let's see how much trouble I get myself into doing this without looking at where I'm driving. Man, that cliff is very deceptive. Awesome. Spot it? Okay. I was like, I spotted an M40? That does not make sense. Because he's back there. Alright, so they are tanking hard over here. They are capping C though. So I'll try to press and I'll still try to help these guys here. Because they're going to have to run out of this zone and fall back. Oh god, they are pushing this way. A little bit afraid that was going to happen. Come on. Why is my FPS messing up now? I know there's bugs, but I haven't had too many issues with it. Of course, I missed that. Alright, so let's get going since we got lots of people behind me here. Open up zone. Got 5 seconds. Oh my god, come on. Stop it. This isn't lag or anything, this is just the FPS. I feel like I have to frickin' dodge craters more than I actually do enemies here. That can happen. Ah, crap. I should have canceled that. Definitely should have canceled that. Man, I'm starting to fail once I hop into a light tank here. Yeah. All right. Back to a medium or a heavy for me. Cuz obviously it just doesn't seem like anyone's like trying to move there. But I'm just going to stick with this flank here and pop into something that I should be able to help push up in. I'll probably pick, as far as something with armor that I can make work, the Chrysler. I'll just go with the Chrysler K here. Hello, Brian. Nice to see you. But we had the numbers there, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'll push out and spot. I don't know why my team wasn't moving any faster than they were, but yeah. But the issue we have, we're down to 3 minutes, and it doesn't look like we're getting anywhere on any flank. We're kind of at, you know, even numbers on D and E here. In F, it looks like we're up by a few tanks, but unless F can really press this hard, which they're fighting the left side, so it's easier if you press up on the right side of F, along that ridge line. I try to push up here. I didn't expect to get penned from that far by the Carnivarn, but again, I gave him my side though with that shot, I think. But he's hitting me right in my lower plate still. But alright, we got some people on the cap. Try to hold here and keep them hopefully from cresting too much. He's basically got a bead on my weak spot though. Man, this is definitely not my battle here. But right now you can kind of see, so the silhouette's not even showing up sometimes when I'm shooting them. Because where I'm positioned, this rock, I'm getting lit up. That rock was larger than it actually appeared. So, well, now I know that. I usually fight a little bit more to the right there. But I need to, yes, change something. Hello, Yosef. Nice to see you.
Ready for deployment.
Let's get a show on the road.
Zone E has been captured. Extra time has been added.
I thought about adding, like picking a fast medium. It would help me, honestly, get damage if I just kind of hang around mid-range and stuff, but I'm going to try to push D here. I don't know if I'm gonna have a ton of time to do it though, but you know, they're getting F, they got E, so where I'm just gonna hopefully suck it up and be a punching bag here, and then hope it works. Like the T-28, the last stream when I played Frontline, I guess murdered a flank with it. I'll play that if I'm playing like static positions, but the AT-15, if I had to move out a little bit more and, you know, potentially try not to get flanked, I will pick this since it is a little bit more flexible.
The main objectives have been reached.
Alright, I see a bunch of rocks there that I do not want to. The only downside is your armor's not as solid frontally. Ooh. Just got lit up by that. Alright, so at least we got extra time. They're working on the pillboxes. We're up by 2 people here. Really wish this T-28 Proto would stop tracking me. That would be really awesome. Yeah, I don't even know where he's at. Guessing I'm not spotted anymore. Just a guess. Take a leap of faith and go through the center here. It's probably going to be a bad decision, but I'm just looking at the clock and it'll take me the full 2 minutes to go right. Where I potentially, if I need to, I can get on D going through here. Thank you for the smoke screen. That was awesome, whoever did that. I can't pen him very well. Just gonna try to arty him. Where I don't stupidly drown myself. Got him. There we go. Rolled right into that. I got something to work. Woohoo! Huh. Lorraine 40T with... Yeah, that would be effective. I can't use that here, but I see a bunch of enemies over yonder. I'll try. I might be a little bit late there. Doesn't look like I hit anybody. Unless they get unspotted or something. Come on. Okie dokie, we got 4 minutes left now. I'm just gonna stick with this. I'm kind of tempted to switch here by pressing and holding J, but I'm not too far away. If I do end up dying or finding myself kind of stuck, I might just hop into something with a little bit more flexibility. It's tough sometimes though when I say I really honestly I'd play front mode or frontline mode the whole time. Like I wish I had enough time to play it to reach all the ranks and then basically go through them 2 to 3 times to get the special medal, but yeah. I'm not saying it grows boring, but I do have other grinds I need to do, and you know, I like playing a bunch of different tank requests for you guys too. Mainly about, like, you know, I like to shake things up. I really like Frontline, but even if it was on a permanent basis, I probably wouldn't play it as my only mode, unless like you could like hop into, say, different tier Frontlines. But why did I head here? You got the oh, he's facing my way. Holy hell. Oh, I'm definitely gonna get hit here. Or not. I'll take that. Could have sworn I was gonna get popped in the side, but yeah, a wee bit lucky. Now we're down to 2 minutes. They have 4 almost killed. which is nice, but we gotta make some serious headway here very fast. We don't have any extra time left, more or less. Leave enough room. Not exactly where I want to go, but ow. Come on, I'm trying to pop up here.
Heavy artillery is ready.
Gonna be our next little obstacle. And I already missed the T-44 too. I got a little bit of damage on him. Come on, RNG. Do me a favor. Whoa. Screw you, Windows. Get off my screen.
Objective 4 reached. We have destroyed Objective 4. Main objectives have not been destroyed.
Thanks, guys. Well, there we go. You can thank Windows for that. For whatever reason, it decided to basically screw OBS over. There we go. That should be fixed. But yeah, I'm sure everyone knows the Windows 10 whoop, a little thing pops up. You need to update. Would you like to do it now? Restart, please. No, go away. Like, you know, just wait. Like, you know, obviously I'm doing stuff. Anyway, let's go to T50 up here. But thanks for letting me know, guys. I haven't had one of those in a while, as far as update notification pop up. Literally, I have every setting that basically don't bug me unless it's outside of like streaming hours. Usually I just have it set up for like midday, to where I usually do them before streams. Hello, Grigsby, nice to see you. At least you guys might have been able to hear me. I don't know. Alright, so as far as the raffle goes, let's see who won that. Congratulations, Arrowhead. Thank you very much, M4A1 Ravioli, for the follow. Again, I hope everyone had a pretty good holiday here. Thanks, Brian, for tipping Levi. Some good family time. Great, I see a few people heading here. I think I'm still gonna head center here. See what I find. Probably not gonna like what I find, but thought me he penned him good. I need to be careful because Artie's probably aiming my way. Now we almost have too many people here. I'm gonna scoot away. Hopefully. Haven't been spotted yet. Yeah, I'm spotted now. If I had to guess. Looking at things though, I'm gonna try to get up on the other flank here. Because it looks like they're pretty heavy on the castle. And we have enough people in the town that they should be able to just stop them from doing anything too damaging, hopefully. As long as our town doesn't like overextend and try to pop into them, but I just hope over here we're able to accomplish something. Ah crap, I have heat loaded. I don't want to heat load it, but just in case I get a shot here. Lost 3 tanks now. Say I need to go all the way back. With how they're pushing, we don't have anyone down there. They're just gonna rope right around, push right into the town, because now they know they have the numbers, and it's basically like 6 versus 4. It's gonna be 6 versus 3 once the Type 61 dies. I just don't know how we lost a couple of our tanks though in the beginning. It's a fitting request, considering your username. Barely got him. JPZ's pushing hard to the south, which does not bode too well for me. Okay, good. He's starting to turn a little bit. If I can get down to K1, I can pop up behind him. Never mind. There's a 263 here. Yay. I could flank him, but I think I'm gonna regret running away. It's just, I don't know what's behind him. Is my problem. Yeah, there's a Progetto back there. And a E70, yeah. Well, I stupidly pushed out, but I don't think if I pushed on the 263 I would have survived, but you never know. They were definitely on me pretty quickly there. One little mistake. Anyway, let me tip Levi a biscuit here. Thanks again, Brian. Here you go, little dog. Alright, so WZ 132 here, AMX 13105, and M4A1. I'm gonna pop into a grind after those requests here. Feel free to keep requesting some tanks though, guys. WZ132. Which, let me start another giveaway here. This exclamation point raffle. Press space and then 1 to enter to win some stream currency. There's a bunch of commands underneath the video in the panel section if you want to see what you can use them for. One of them is spoiling my little dog back there. He is really good at begging some treats out. Let me fix my... Oh, you can kind of see him. Usually he's a little bit further back, but his bed's a little bit closer to the computer tonight. Alright, so bottom tier 10 match, 3 already on both sides. I'm gonna try to spot early here. Hopefully a little safe. I don't want to go too far out. Not looking good, just looking at the amount of tanks going that way. We're going to be really weak this side, even for our heavily armored tanks. So yeah, they're gonna, all 3 already are also moving instead of taking a quick shot. They're all basically running, so that's not good. It's one way to get me to stop scouting. Hitting this little thing is going to be pretty difficult. And I was like, he's going to go for our arty. Oh man, I got hit by a prototype. Take one more crack at him. Yeah, since this thing's not the most accurate tank in the world, I'm going to hope that that's the only tank shooting me, the prototype. I feel if I stop there though, arty's gonna hit me. So, yeah. Not so good so far for me. I was kind of hoping though this would play out nice to where we have a lot of people up 1-2 line. I spot, arty maybe hits them, but yeah. Since we didn't have a lot of people there, I had to move a bit. Kind of waiting to see right now. If there's a spot that I can pop out and take a shot at, I will. Thanks for the challenge, Carl, in the KV1 or KV220. Yeah, whenever requests come in, I always take requests as long as the tanks in my garage. Did we lose a tank on the cap? Granted, I've done literally nothing this battle, but just we're down by 2. I don't have any real HP, and there's 3 arty. I'm hoping they don't hit us, but the possibility is really darn high. Guys trying to get in there. Trying to stay away from them because they're spotted, but yeah. Can we win this without me having to do a single point of damage? Probably not, because we all just got reset by the 1 SPG. Alright, well that was a pipe dream. For whatever reason, honestly, I'm not really feeling light tanks tonight. I'm gonna hopefully break out of my funk, but I've been like picking and doing the stupidest things in them. I don't know what it is. It's always lights too that I have trouble with. Kind of clicking, but they are pretty much the hardest class to play, I would say. They know I'm here. I don't have Sixth Sense, but I know that I was spotted when I started heading this way. Oh god, there's a Progetto. They're already... it can hit me here. Whooping. Trying to keep my gun in this and eke out a little pot shots here. That AT-15. Thanks, dude. That's a real vote of confidence. You know, since you're all the way across the map, and you obviously know how much HP and how the battle's playing out over here. But totally my fault that we are gonna probably lose this. Udez got me. But honestly, I hate people that, like, I say it all the time, but if someone goes out of their way to yell at people in the chat, usually I just blacklist them, because they're people that I never want to try to work with ever again. Congrats, Mojo, for winning the raffle, whether it's directed at me or not. But people, you know, I get asked a lot why I keep the chat on when it is as toxic as it is a lot of matches. I still think there's value with it, and a lot of times, you know, people say hi when they see me in their battles, to where, you know, I don't think I'll ever disable it, but I don't think I've ever went out of my way, though, to yell at somebody when I don't even see them playing. So let me get this KV 222 challenge up from Carl. So why don't I, so I got the 13105. I'll play the ravioli after this. And then after that I'll do the KV challenge. Alright, so here we go again. Light. Hopefully a better result. Yeah. It's just some nights, I don't know what it is. It's just, if you're a little bit off in a light tank, it can just, you know, completely change the entire battle. And I've been off just a smidgen for a lot of these fights here. Or if you're, you know, you're off a little bit in a heavy and stuff, you can kind of claw your way back. But yeah, which is another reminder, so my stream schedule technically is Friday and Sunday nights and Tuesday and Wednesday mornings. This Tuesday though I won't be streaming, just because I gotta work an extra day this week because of Mother's Day, but I will be live Wednesday morning. It's going to start at 9 a.m. and go to at least 12, if not a little bit later. And yeah, next week I'll I'll start doing Tuesday and Wednesdays. Got a couple hits. Oh, standard B. Maybe it's because the bottom right corner is literally, in my opinion, worthless to push. Since I have almost never seen that area of the map lead to my team winning. Might just be my opinion, but it's just something I've noticed regardless of how this map has ever been balanced. That corner's always been kind of a waste of time. And, you know, even though they're complaining that we don't have spotters down there, they still pushed in there. Like, and 2 of them are dead now. Like, why didn't you just hang back where the standard B is? Like, not anything of my, you know, my doing there. Like, oh, look, we don't have any vision here. Let's fully commit and push into a spot anyway. I'm gonna try to help you. This is not the best spotter or the sniper in the world. Come on. But hopefully he's yeah, as far as requesting tanks, this is exclamation point request and then a tank name after it. But technically you can do more than one per stream. It's just after I finish your tank request, then you can pop another one in the queue. I'll let you guys know if, you know, say if I have a ton of them, which I've noticed recently since I've been mixing in some frontline battles. I haven't gotten a lot. Yeah, again, blame the light tanks. Like, me going down there wouldn't have changed anything. Like, that's what I don't get. Like, we're winning, and yeah, literally me going down there would not have fixed 2 of our projectos basically instantly diving into the corner, committing themselves against 3 of their tanks and dying. Like, I wouldn't have pushed in there even if I went down there. So ooh, God, I got a little bit lucky there. I'm actually gonna roll the dice, but that's what always surprises me, is like you can literally be winning and doing something that is working decent for your team, and yet people can still be angry at you. Alright, that sounds good, John. Unless you want me to play it, I don't mind playing in an IS. If I have it in my garage, I literally don't mind playing it. Whether it's considered a good tank, a bad tank, in between. Ooh, that worked. Doing a little bit of sliding around there. Got him tracked, not that it should matter. Like, seriously, like, report Artie for camping. I know that guy's joking, but see you, Pezmed. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a very good, nice day tomorrow. I can't leave you out to dry, dude. Like, you basically got yourself into a spot to where you let yourself out to dry. See, some people I don't, you know, some people I don't get. Like there's more than just like a handful of people on every server that literally will just play the game to yell at people, team kill them, drown themselves, and it's shocking. Like, I don't get where you get you know, enjoyment out of that. But anyway, most amount of damage, 3 kills, top experience. It's just, you know, I know these basically 3 people are angry at me, but the bottom right corner has never been that important in standard battles. In, say, like competitive play and stuff, you know, clan oriented stuff, a little bit more important because it does provide some map control. But yes, call them Wesleys. A lot of people know Wesley, and I think it's like Wesley 001 or something. Yeah, you can just YouTube and search Wesley World of Tanks, and yeah, you'll see what we're referencing here. But yeah, you'll never get me to really go down to that corner. Like, very rarely will I think I've only done it like once or twice in the past year. But that's where, like, he was complaining, like, oh, you left us out to dry, even though we won, like, mad at you. That's where, like, I'll have spots that I want to go sometimes, and if my team's not, like, set up to where it gives me a chance to work down there, I'll just go somewhere else. Like, yeah, it's annoying, but it's better than pushing somewhere and just dying, and then being mad at people for not being there. He isn't the worst, but he's definitely the most famous and probably has been doing it for the longest. See, when it comes to messaging people and saying that, I've found that literally people that, like, hey, I don't really care what they think of me, but I've found people, if they're going to that extent to, like, be angry at you and whatever, they'll just keep piling it on regardless of if they know that they might be wrong or something. But I just always look at it as everyone has crappy battles. Like, I have my large share of them as well, to where I panicked. I was like 3 tanks. Yeah, I was not gonna want to pop out of there. Again, I was just saying if I was going to waste any shots. Hey, I got a nice little hit on the Artie, at the very least. Alright, so seeing where these guys are, I'm definitely not going to want to brawl against them. I'm going to try to go where this AT-15 is. Oh, actually, no. I kind of have to suck it up and try to help them. Just, this is where the M4A1, I kind of get a little annoyed at it. I missed my shot there, my chance for a little bit of greatness. It's just you're gonna have trouble penning higher tiers sometimes. Ooh, Nelly. Yeah. Mespin, yes, you just type ! request. You can see it under the video. Press space and type a tank in it. As long as I own it, I'll play it. Hello, Rich. Nice to see you. Hope all is well. At least my team's doing a decent job at pushing, but this still isn't a slam dunk by any means here. Hello, Llama. Okay, this tortoise is hawking me, which, whatever. I just wasted a tier 9's time, basically, this entire match. Yep, that's how you request a tank. Hello, Cut. Nice to see you. Alright, so pretty nice battle for my team here. I ain't really accomplished that much, honestly. But I will say I'm not exactly the best at playing this for whatever reason. I like Sherman tanks. I've just never really clicked with the M4 here. What the hell, I'll go and try to help Artie. Or not, don't need to. Nice shot, Artie. So that Udez still back in the corner, or not. I don't have a shot here yet, but this WZ will probably beat me to that. Not there. Very nice. I should be able to take a shot from this guy. Although I tracked him. So, let's return the favor and hope... Oh, nope, he has a repair kit. Yeah, let's just do this. Ah, crap. He was a bit faster than I thought there. So I nudged him, and basically he turned the wrong way, so pointed his gun. But yeah. As far as what you said a little ago, Arrowhead, people catching a lot of grief playing lights, it's always been the case. You know, people are going to be mad at you if you don't go and spot the tanks near them, and, you know, or you're always there, you know, it's just, I don't get it. Top 3 experience, though. Decent amount of damage, considering it wasn't exactly the best start that I could have had. Alright, so I actually forgot to start the bet, so let me start the bet here for the challenge that's going to be coming up. It's in the KV 220-2. I have to do 1.5 times the HP total of the tank and damage resistant block. How you enter is !bet, press space. Option 0, you think I'm going to win. 1, you think I'm going to lose. You can bet anywhere 1 to 2,000 Levi biscuits. So I'm going to hop into a quick little grind here before getting into that. So again, in the KV 222, if you don't know how much stream currency you have, you just type !LB. Whether or not the challenge looks easy or not, you know, you just never know. It's literally one battle in a tank, and, you know, I could get ammo racked the first shot, so. Nice to see everybody is very confident in that tank, though. I've found since, you know, it's kind of been forgotten that some people forget the weak spots, but mainly if you shoot in the turret, you're gonna pen it in most tanks. But I have something caught in my throat. It's probably because, like, since I only had like an hour and a half between getting home from work and popping on the computer here, I like crammed in dinner fast. Not a very good feeling. Alright, I'm really... the Chaffee stopped. Why did you stop? Don't get why in a light tank you would stop there. Well, the Chaffee, I know he can spot from there, but then everybody else that went out there too didn't really move. I'm gonna see. I really probably shouldn't fight this area, but our team put so many people on the 8-0 side that I want it to go to. I usually try to get like a quick little shot on this, you know, this area of the map if I'm top tier in mid tier battles, and then I'll pop over to the other side. It's a little bit easier to push, but I'm just worried that Artie's set up in this area and it's going to be able to hit me. That'll probably happen. Yep. I have my little Artie sense there. Yeah, there's the other one, so... Hey, you're closer to that tank than I am, so... Great, Churchill 1, I'm definitely not here anymore. You really want to stay right there. I need to be careful with my HP now. Luckily the Challenger, since they tweaked it around a bit, pretty awesome tank. You know, it's got pretty good sustained damage and pretty decent alpha for its tier. It's got mobility, a semi-functional turret. Careful here. Thought that VK was a little bit more to the right. And my gun's damaged. Gun to get fixed here. It's just I can take another shot from him. When you're top tier, you can, not that you want to trade shots. You know, it's better if you deal the damage without getting shot at all. All right, you're not going to be able to hit him like that, so. Can we just skip that and just let me blow past here? There we go. Once we get up by a pretty good amount, we're up by 6. Like, I'll just start trying to fast forward a little bit and move my team along. It's not always the most effective, like, personally, but I find the longer you wait, the more that can go wrong with a battle. Almost out of standard shells here. I carry quite a bit. Not that this has a ton of ammunition, but I carry respectively quite a bit of APCR just because of how armor is kind of creeped up more and more in the high tiers. Not like I try to use it because you don't need that much in this tank, but Mespin, as far as what tanks I have, if you look below the video, it says tank request list, or if you type ! tank request list, it'll pop a link up and it goes over to my website, WoTguru.com. It's got a list of all the tanks that are in my garage. Just updated it a little bit ago too. Thank you very much for the follow as well. Alright, I know the little bugger Artie's down here. Really hope I don't die to him, but knowing me, I will. Pretty much all he has to do is graze me. Wolverine's going left, so I'll go right here. There he is. Oh my god, I missed him! No! Save me, Wolverine! The one thing is, I see, like, I'll play the Leopard one as well for you. It's basically one per person at a time. So once I get through your first tank request, you can request another. It's just I used to just leave it open to where people could request 2, 3, 4 tanks at a time, but then, you know, I would never be able to get to them for everybody. It's all good. I Thank you, Wise, for the follow. I don't even know if he's down here. The Artie honestly could be down in this area. I'm guessing. I'm actually guessing he's down here maybe, but he is over here. He's saving fuel. Oh lord, everyone just missed him. Oh yeah. Don't know how everybody literally just missed that, but I'll take it. 2600 damage, 4 kills. But pretty much every single stream I do tank requests. Yeah, like there's like very rarely will I never take any tank requests, but got a mastery badge first class, not too shabby. Just started my challenger grind, so hopefully I can ace it here soon. Got his Puscucci's medal, also a high caliber award. I'll take it. Easily the most amount of damage in the battle there. I'm actually surprised. He moved. He never took any shots. That always amazes me. Thanks, guys. Alright, so yeah, I'll add the leopard one up there too, since you're new to the stream here. Alright, KV220, so this challenge, I'm gonna have to do 1.5 times the HP total, whatever that is in my head. 690. When it comes to mental math, I'll pass. I'll pull up a calculator. 1035. Yeah, I try to keep every single tank, and I've been buying back more and more when they're on sale that I've already ground through. I've been playing since 2011, to where, since, you know, every stream I run it to where you guys pretty much pick most of the tanks I play, outside of like a few of my picks thrown in. You know, I try to keep as many as possible. Well, we'll see. You never know. I am top tier here, which helps, but yeah. I'm probably gonna head south. Usually I haven't been from this side. I really want my team to be able to take these two areas, so I'm hoping that'll help. Looks like that's where the bulk of them are going, but we have 3 tier 5s heading down here, maybe 4 with the P43. At worst this C's tier 6, so... But I wouldn't put it past, like, bouncing like over 1,000 damage in this can be so easy, or it can be literally impossible. Like, if I ever see one of these things, literally just shoot it anywhere except for like very bad spots on the mantlet, and you're gonna pen it on the front turret, side turret, rear turret, wherever. The hull is basically a KV3 turret, or not KV3 turret, KV3 hull. That's 2 tiers lower, so that's why it's so strong as far as armor. But the turret is basically the stock KV1 turret, and the gun's pretty trash as well. But you know, it's more or less because it's one of those things that if people know your weak spots, it can be really difficult. Oops, sorry dude. T67's playing with fire here. Luckily though, this guy doesn't have much armor, but he's just kind of sitting out here. The gun just, it doesn't have a lot of pen nor damage per shot, but you can rack up a pretty decent amount of damage if somebody lets you just keep firing at them. Alright, so that went well. Let's see what's around this corner though. Yeah, that's always the question. I know, the poor guy. Honestly, when he saw me, he should have just pulled back and ran away. this guy flanked. Sorry, Manfred von Richford or something it's probably called. But thank you very much for the challenge. The enemy team is not doing you any favors here, Carl. This is just one of those battles that I don't know. I like playing usually down to tier 4. Granted, I'll still take requests under that, but some matches at tier 5 can feel like you're seal clubbing. Thanks again for the challenge, though. Hello, Mr. T67. I gotta kill this thing. And I can't hit it for the life of me. He's gonna be able to... What? How did that hit the rock? Fine against that guy on my right. You know, I totally can't reload fast. I'm a poor little KV. Wrong KV though, T67. Some people will think that your reload's not very short in this, but you know, using basically the stock KV1 gun, it reloads pretty darn fast. Not that the KV1 doesn't have a few high rate of fire guns that are viable, but yeah. My favorite tank, T110E3, and I probably like American tanks the best because they're pretty well rounded. You know, decent gun depression, mobility, sprinkles of armor. You know, their guns are pretty solid too. But the E3 I like the best, probably out of all tanks. Oh lord, that was a really bad shot on my part. So, pretty straightforward match here. 2300 damage, 900 block, 268 assist. We still got 3 tanks left to kill. I was kind of hoping they were all down here. Let's see if this P... Oh, no, P didn't survive. Oh, the P2640. There we go. Sorry, dude, you might want to run away. Yeah, at this point, even if he pens me every time, he's literally screwed. Yes, everyone's least favorite tanks to stir a meal. Come on now. There's no other question than that. But 7 kills, really nice clean fight here. But if you ever come across this tank, shoot it in the turret. Doesn't matter what shot you have on this thing, just shoot it in the turret. You're pretty much guaranteed that's your best spot to shoot it. Front, rear, side, whatever. Easily an ace tanker though. Top gun, steel wall, high caliber. Thanks again for the challenge though, Carl. Let's make myself a little reminder there. Hello, Rosini. But yeah, kind of I would venture to say, and hello Jackie, nice to see you. I would venture to say that I did more damage than my entire team combined. Yep, just some quick math in my head, I did more damage than my whole team. I don't think I did more damage than the entire enemy team outputted on my team. I won't go as far as that, but it's probably close. Alright, so pretty good match there. Thanks for requesting that one. So let's hop into the Lukes here. Which let me run another raffle here, guys. I'll probably pop into... So I'll do the IS, and then I'll hop into frontline battle here, and then I'll finish the stream off with some random battles. AMX-12T, it's basically an, you know, it is not the easiest tank to play, I'll say that, when it comes to even like a light, comparing it to the others. It's just you need to spot a little bit, but it's a little bit safer than other lights because it can be a little sluggish and easy to hit. But basically you just need to find spots where you can push in, take a shot, you know, a couple shots, but don't feel like you need to do your whole clip if you're gonna take shots in return. Won't say I'm the best at playing a tank like that. I get myself a little bit too far out there sometimes. But it gets better, like any French autoloader really. It gets better as the match goes on, so it's really about conserving your HP while still trying to help your team early on, and then later on you're able to basically get in there and start popping some tanks. Ooh, crap. That really stinks that... because it doesn't look like they pushed here. I don't know why they didn't push here, but oh lord, got myself on a rock. That's not good. But we can push a lot of people in here. Unfortunately though, I lost a lot of HP in the process. They definitely are focusing on me, so hopefully my TDs in the back kind of decide to push up. Because right now they're not going to encounter anything. Sorry for the wonky camera here. I'm actually gonna die here. I'm not gonna load in time. My only play... oh crap, he ran right past me. And I kind of got myself killed because I thought the 820 was gonna pop in here. Oh well. That was very anticlimactic. Alright, so moving along. Let me pop into the IS. If I didn't hit that rock earlier trying to avoid my teammate, I would have made it in there so much easier than I did. Oh, hi, little dog. Yeah. What do you want? Let's see, can you guys figure out what Levi wants here? What do you want, little dog? He just sits here pointing at his treat bag. And you can see his little tail wagging. Here you go. Alright, so not top tier IS. I go to the hell. Unless my team doesn't put anyone in the center. Usually I'll play the center or like the 1-3 line, but no. Oh, crap. Nobody's going to the center. Thanks for tipping Levi though, Merlot. Alright, so I guess I'm heading here. I don't want to head here, but I'll go here since there's only one comment. Where you at, little dog? He left. I'll leave his treat there. He'll find it. I think he went to go check what Ryan's doing. But basically, we have... I don't know. I think we're gonna have enough over on that side. At least I hope. But if you have 0 tanks here, your team is kind of... What are you doing? That made 0 sense. Not even a bot would do that. Don't know how I've been spotted already, but yeah. Just waiting to see where my team shakes out. It doesn't make sense. So the reason I didn't want to go here, I don't have gun depression, don't have enough armor to really peek over, but I can take shots on the hill if need be, and if a kind of shot presents itself, I will take it. But yeah, I'm still being shot. I'm gonna say, is somebody watching the stream trying to shoot me? If you are, you're kind of, it's kind of petty, but yeah. So I will say I'm literally not spotted here unless there's a light there, but I don't think there is. Finally gonna have somebody up on the hill though. They might see something. They can stream snipe me all they want. It's not working. Even if they do a little bit of damage to me. When it comes to getting hit by Artie, usually I don't mind it because I can work around losing a little bit of HP to Artie. I will take a crack at him because I should be able to get up far enough. I thought I just like hit him and it said destroyed Scorpion G. I can't get that lucky. We'll say now I'm definitely gonna get shot at. I say I don't know if it's someone trying to stream snipe me, but that was definitely fishy because I was not spotted for the second shot. Thank you very much, Sam, for the follow. Like, I can guarantee I wasn't spotted for the second shot, even though I don't have 6th sense. My team's down by 4 tanks, though. We lost what little tanks we had on the hill. The guy tried to push. I don't know why. So, yeah. Thank you very much, Brian, for the bits. I appreciate it. I guess I'm gonna try to head this way because unless they push the hill or until they do that, I'm not inclined to push out and get shot by them. I still might get shot by them, but really. Ooh, he's probably not going to come back up, but I'll try. Really. It's like, a little in front, a little behind. Next one will go a little high, a little low. Gotta cover all the bases before you actually hit somebody. But we're getting a little bit closer. I was definitely spotted there. That was not just ramming that thing. I was spotted that time. That was my one risky move. Oh, why? Just why? Like, that's the second person that did that. The E25, yeah, they could be scouting. It's just if he had... The only spot he could have spotted me without me seeing him It's from behind that bush, honestly. Because otherwise he would have popped up and I would have definitely seen him. Tiger P, for whatever reason, decides to come here. Let's see here. I'm gonna test something. We're gonna hit the tree and see if it gets RD'd. And go the opposite way. I need to get right here to be able to hit them. But yeah. Fortunately now they're gonna push. Doesn't help though. Our tier 8 needed to, our Luva needed to go into the center. Hold down a little bit, spot a little bit, take one for their team. We're only down by 4, which, you know, it's quite a bit in these tiers, but it's just the firepower to HP ratio as you get lower from like tier 9 and 10. You know, it's much easier and quicker to die. Ready to fire, you better shoot at him. Eh, he missed. But like, can't do anything about having 0 top tiers try to push, so. He's having insurance, putting himself between both SPGs. Yeah, I don't think my chances are very high here, to be honest. But I'm still at least going to keep trying to poking and prodding places. Oh, he's going to get flanked. And of course I get RD'd again. Yeah, he's done. But like, outside of me going to the hill, I don't see any other spot I could have, it's all good. I hope your Wi-Fi gets better, Messman. I know all about internet issues recently. But, you know, outside of going to the hill, which, yay, I died by already, I don't see how I could have done anything different. Like, I couldn't have pushed the 1-2 line, not that anyone even spot it over there. So, yeah. But they're still in it. What gun do I use on the IS, Miss Blade? I'll have to take a look. I believe I used the 100mm. Which, congrats, Carl, on winning the raffle. So let me get... take a look at that. Hopefully they win, but I don't have high hopes here, but it's still a chance. I'm glad you guys like the helmet. Right. We ended up winning the Luke's battle. As far as the IS, I actually used the 122. I thought I used the other gun, but yeah, I'm wrong there. So basically the differences between the two. But yeah, I thought I used this one, but I'm wrong. But just looking at it, I probably went with this just because of the sheer alpha difference, of course. But I don't think that there's a right or wrong gun for that one. So I'm going to hop into a frontline battle here. And then after that, I'll finish off all the tank request lists. Let's hop into this guy here. The raffle, you win stream currency. You just have to enter exclamation point space and then press 1. But yeah. I've been looking to switching it so it'll automatically do it every hour, or whatever time I set up. I just haven't had time to kind of tinker with that. Alright, so yes, the Levi biscuits. But anyway, playing frontline here. After that, I'll get right into the Tiger 1, Leopard 1, AMX-12T. Thank you, Sourdough Bread Mix, for the follow. I love me some sourdough bread. I've actually made that quite a few times. That was actually on one of my culinary finals in my baking class. Baking. I had to take a year of baking. Just we're not technically a full year, but a little over half of like a year. But yeah. I had to do everything from baking bread to different desserts and making everything from scratch to making like not full-on wedding cakes, but being able to make say any kind of cake from scratch, down to all like the little decorations and icing and stuff. Thank you very much, Dana, for the bits. Did I ace WoT tank? Which I'll update the stream goal here once I get a moment. I kind of forgot to. So not good that that guy actually has the cat perk on too. So with frontline, we're gonna have to kill him to be able to reset that. Did I ace it? Yeah. I would say culinary school, like I went in knowing how to cook pretty well. Like my family is a restaurant. I've worked there, I don't even know how long. Basically I started around like 12, like doing odds and ends, but like mostly in the hotel, and then kind of transferring over to the restaurant side. Hello Steinhelm, nice to see you. But yeah, culinary school, it was a lot of fun for me. You know, I learned a lot, but you know, I kind of went in already knowing like the basics of cooking and how not to chop my fingers off and stuff. Most people didn't know how to hold a knife the first day of class. It's pretty important. You gonna pop over? No. See, I know I'm spotted. I was trying to look him off. Okay, good, they got him. Actually, I'm gonna want to go here. We don't. See, the T-32 isn't gonna hold up too much longer there, but neither will I, given that they have that ridge. But I'm able to kind of hold down enough over here to hold the cap. As long as I don't get partied, I should be fine. I got really lucky there. I will definitely admit that. And of course, there's Artie right on cue. Don't have a shot at his weak spot there. I just need to start getting damage on him because he's gonna cap. His Cupola is pretty damn strong, where I don't feel bad shooting APCR at VK 100 or 1Ps. At least when it comes to shooting their Cupola. But if you notice, when that T-44 got on cap, he only took about a minute for the cap. The VK over 2 minutes because he doesn't have the consumable, basically, the engineering one on. So that if you have it fully maxed out, is 100% bonus for capping in frontline. Here he comes again, Chuck Wagon. Wrong tank dude though. He's doing the right thing, but just in the wrong tank, unfortunately. Say, if you don't like Artie, this is the wrong mode for you, because everybody can be Artie in this mode. Granted, you only can fire like once every... feels like something's biting me. You only can fire like once every 2 minutes, but I can pin him there. Yeah, the culinary school for me was like, looking back, it's almost been like nine years since I was in college. It's been a long time. Oh Lord. Reminds me I had to plan my high school class reunion still. Why did I ever volunteer? This is probably the hardest zone to be able to cap though. That was off. Yeah, I still think there's gonna be someone there, but I think he's gonna end up moving, but they'll end up being back there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. Read on cue and take on my arty shots. Honestly, for frontline, yes, arty's actually really effective because you get 3 basically consumables to use and you have a field day with shots. So far my team, we're doing all right. I'd give us like a B right now. We did just lose 1 objective, but as long as we can hold out on these other 2 for at least the next I'd say 3 or 4 minutes, we should be fairly well off. C is the most difficult one for the attackers to take. If your team loses that early, that's usually not a good sign. But I would say B and A are about the same, but it all depends on how the enemy is actually playing them. Well, hopefully we win this, but that's one thing about frontline is since there's a lot of players and so many different objectives, you almost, like, I kind of approach it individually in a way, but as long as you're playing the objectives and doing your best, typically you don't feel bad about losing because the experience and credits as far as the modifiers are pretty low. I love the little arty strike. Like, that was the first thing I maxed out, mainly, not that it's the most effective thing to have on all your tanks, but I mainly maxed it out just to annoy people, to be honest. Like, I'll admit it. Like, well, I'm gonna get this to 5 right away just because people hate getting hit by arty. Here, we got a tank behind us finally. Wondered how long it would take them to start getting to flanking us here. Luckily there's not too much just yet, but it's looking like, yeah, ooh, we 150% lost A, I would say. Not that my radio's reaching very far, but yeah, that's not a good sign. It doesn't even reach there because our teammates aren't connecting together. Technically the radio does that. It can ping ally to ally more or less, but yeah, that means most people die to A, and between A and B there's just no back and forth support. Eh, that's my fault. Back to my little spot here. Ah, crap. I need to get a little bit further over here. Alright, but even with us about to lose A, we're still in a good spot. They can still win this. It's basically defending. It's not about basically shutting the enemy out, although that's nice. It's more or less about wasting enough time, especially on the first 3 attack zones. Finally inching up enough to counter my spot here. You counter it by, you know, either getting enough or far enough there or, you know, coming around there. But usually the ridge is a little bit more effective and easier to do. Got the ground. About 30 seconds for Artie left. For me. Creep up here. Ricochet. Probably gonna Artie those guys over there. Oh, darn. You might just get Artied because you hit me there. I'm spiteful. You might only have 27 HP, but now Prototype's gonna get it. He's going for the cap. 100% chance you're getting Artied. Probably a little angry. 2 of us just did that to him. That wasn't just me. That guy is probably, he's probably screaming at his screen right now. I think I would be a little bit angry too. Finally get up there in a tank with pretty decent frontal armor, and you both get artied. Or you get artied by 2 people. But we're definitely, I would say we're going to lose this, so looking at, we're actually tied. But I just got smoke screened. Try to track him to make it easier for them to hit him. But we got to kill the tanks to basically reset them here. So we should be fairly well off. Awesome, awesome. Got a TD healer here still, but they gotta, they're getting E, so they are making headway elsewhere. But this spot here, they haven't been able to push hard enough to actually weasel me out of here. I'm kind of risking it by not going to repair, but been working so far. The only damage I've taken was by mistake. I guess took my eyes off and let them shoot my lower plate. But yeah, now I'm getting flanked. Oh, come on. Not lucky. But now this is bad because we have this guy behind us and we have most of our tanks in that valley. It's not a useful spot to be in. Yeah, I need to... Oh, I needed to ram him. He's gonna go repair too. Ooh, no. They are definitely gonna get me here. Yeah. Well, I think I held my own over on that side. All right, so I'm gonna pop into something a little bit more mobile. Why don't I do the Progetto here to get myself, or I'll play the Centurion MK5. That game's not over yet. They're most likely gonna cap C. Yeah, they've definitely got C. Where we still have decent numbers here. Oh, I know. That was a pretty good holdout I had there. I'm just gonna get myself up. Ooh, they've reset. Yeah, I am honestly very shocked, but I'll give them credit. I gave up on them. But they got one good reset off of that ridge. I still don't know if it's worth it, but I guess I'm gonna go for it because I might just have to run away, but at least this is mobile enough. They got another reset, but one person has all the points. Come on, little bat, you can do it. Or TVP, I should say. Awesome, somebody else gets reset them. I think it's Artie. Or no, the Artie just died.
Our reinforcements have arrived. Zone D has been lost. The enemy got extra time.
Oops, he spotted me. What the hell? I've already overcommitted. Yeah, we lost the zone.
Enemy airstrike in.
Yeah, I know. I gotta leave the zone. Okay, I'm gonna be dead before the zone even matters. Oh well. But yeah, I'm gonna pop over to D, honestly, because we got a lot of people over here now. They're gonna be pushing pretty hard, so I need a tank. I'll actually pick and I'll do the Progetto this time. So I'm gonna try to get out here to help fire some shots off. Although I don't see an SPG over here. Love or hate SPGs, they're effective in this mode. Crap. This is where my FPS is going to start screaming at me. So this guy's trying to honestly go flank around the pillbox 1. If you can get behind them, you can pump off quite a bit of damage. You might not kill it in a hurry, but you can actually get a good chunk of the HP off. And then somebody can go and whatchamajig. Okay, I actually have to hold my shot here for a second. It's risky, but he's definitely gonna be able to hit me again. Ooh. Freaking Artie. Ah, he got me. He baited me into that and Artied me. Or somebody else did. But I had to save to get 2 shots to be able to finish him off. Well, props to that guy. I'm a little bit angry that I let that happen to me. Alright, but anyway. Time to just get into a tank that I can kind of turtle up here. They only have about a minute left. And they're pushing pretty hard, so I should be able to spawn into T28 here and just kind of plop my butt down. Oh, I need to get 1 shot to reach General here. definitely gonna be out further than I'd like, but they kind of need to they need to push as hard as they can. It's gonna be a miracle, but they need to get E or F, which if they contest it, they still get extra time, so I don't think the battle's gonna end as soon as it can here.
Zone E under attack. Enemy armor is damaged. Objective 1 under attack.
Crap. Oh, he actually stopped. T-44 is just HEing this. Okay, I'm actually a little bit out of where I need to be. I'm really hoping I'm not spotted here. But they have a couple seconds to get on a cap. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Nah, they're on E. Good.
Zone E has been lost. Attackers got extra time.
Alright, so we have way too many people here. I'm going to hold J, and I'm gonna respawn here. Whoops. Almost lost my already helmet. But yeah, there's more than half of our team here, it looks like. So that's something to where I just need to cut my losses and reposition, push over here. Let's go with let's go with the SPG. That's really the only thing I think I can actually go to
Ready for deployment.
get shots on the F. I'm surprised most of our team we don't really have any people playing SPGs, which isn't the end all be all, but unless they get more people on the cap here, they're not gonna win. There's no more overtime after you get it for the first time. So they need to get 4 people probably, if not more on there. Excuse me. But yeah, their bopping is basically way, whoa lord, a little bit more sensitive than I thought here. They're putting way too many people around the cap without putting any on it, so that's their fault. Yep. Ah, they do have overtime again. I thought it only worked once. Maybe it's only once per cap, maybe? Huh. I'm actually really shocked. I'm gonna try. They're gonna cap before I can hit again. Unless this other arty can reset. Yeah, they got it. Holy crap. That's like already heaven here. Just gonna shoot there. Hello Danish, nice to see you. Alright, so we know they have a lot of people this way. I'm gonna try to keep them lit up. They have 3 minutes now, and we're really outnumbered over here. Not to say we might lose, but they've got almost 2 objectives now. But yeah, they have momentum, and hey, they're still damaging 4 somehow.
Heavy artillery is ready.
Might actually get spotted here if I'm not Careful. Yep, I'm spotted. Time to try to use that before I die. Yep. My team is definitely making this a little bit harder than they should. I only played Artie for a little bit here. Huh. This is I died too much. I had to wait for my next tank here.
Objective 5 under attack.
But I'd say we have a 50-50 shot of losing right now. Hopefully I can get back in time to pop over here. But I don't know if I'm gonna get there in time because I'm gonna spawn over here. But yeah, the reason I ran out of tank is I basically pressed J when I was over near 1, and we still have almost half of our team there, to where I don't know why they just sat there. They're shooting like 2 or 3 tanks and just clobbering them, but we're losing. We just lost 5. We're about to lose 4 if we're not careful. So I need to hop into something quick to get back into the fight.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Let me hop into... I need something no more than a AMX. I'm gonna hop into T26E5.
Objective 4 under attack.
Alright, so most of their team's here.
3 under attack.
Yeah. It's just they know that they just have to play the objective right now. Like literally nothing else matters to them, so I'm just gonna try to insert myself into the fray here. Where it's gonna come down to the wire. They can still pull a comeback. Our team definitely screwed up. We screwed up the last defense here. And it's getting really, really too close for comfort. Yep, shoot me, I don't care. You only got 30 seconds left to kill objective 3, and they are really close to doing that. I think we've got this though. But man, this was way too close for comfort. Made for an exciting finish though. Say that. Whew. Well, I definitely did not expect it to be that close. I don't think anybody did. But yeah, at least we got a win. But man, that was way too close for my comfort. But I reached general pretty early on, honestly. I almost got it in my first tank. But yeah. Pretty good fight. Lots of credits, lots of experience. 21,000, almost 22,000 experience. But most amount of damage in the battle. Kill-wise, you know, up there. Most amount of experience by quite a margin as well. So all in all, pretty good fight. Ended up, you know, doing a little bit of everything. A lot of it being my first tank at Aluva here. 8,800 damage, 4,600 block, 2,700 assist with my first spawn there. And then didn't do too well with the Centaurian because I rushed in. Same with Artie, I died early. T28, but then I made up a little bit at the end with the T26E5. Thanks guys, which, you know, for these I make sure I give out some biscuits for that. Oops. Alright, so I'm going to finish the requests here. It's pretty much going to be it for the rest of the stream. I can't go too much past 9 here because I got work really early tomorrow. But anyway, hop into Tiger 1 here. I'll start a raffle probably after this one or the next battle. But hopefully I'm able to finish all these. Again, like if it gets really close to 9, I might not be able to do maybe the last one Danish, but I'm gonna try my best. Hi, little dog. I gotta remember to update this goal here. I don't even have to look at the map to know what it is. Bagpipes. Some matches, yes, Doomsday. That goes with any random online game now. So I'm not top tier here, unfortunately. I'm probably gonna play the center, only because just looking at their tanks that are higher tier than me, I won't be able to crest at all up in this area. But again, we'll see where. No, there's nobody heading up here. Even the T95 doesn't look like it's heading up here. Oh, this is gonna be real interesting. I can't go up there alone. Screw it. I'm heading this way too. Yeah, my team wants to completely forego that. I can't do it. Might as well just go fall off the bridge now. I would say if the T95, if he went there, I would have went with him and just sucked it up. Is this where I should start yelling at our light tanks for not spotting? That last battle I was in. See, this can actually work. I won't say that it's the best choice for us, but it can work if we commit to it. Our T95 needs to put itself basically to where it's going to get seen first, which is probably not where it's going. It needs to be back near the Ferdinand, and it just needs to basically sit there and tank shot after shot after shot. Ah, crap, a comet got me. It's definitely not the easiest thing to pull off, I'll say, in public battle. Luckily they do have a lot of their tanks down here, but oh lord. Chivery, please. Crap. Now I'm in a really bad spot because this VK keeps spotting me. There's a building I can kind of work off of now. Oh, allergies. Why do you hate me? The tiger moved a little bit. I'm just gonna hope, or not the tiger, the VK. I'm just gonna hope he didn't move. I'm trying to use this building just to block his line of sight. Come on, gotta hit one of these things eventually. God. We're up by one. Make that we're not up by anything now. Come on, T95. You got full HP. Do something. I know he's trying, but he needs to do a little bit more before we start losing tanks and we're down. Like, not many things can pen him. But basically, Tiger, when you're bottom tier, you just have to kind of play like a little sissy. Keep yourself from being spotted. Just keep pumping shells out, and eventually you'll hit some. Fortunately, now they're starting to move out a little bit further from here. So they shouldn't be able to spot anymore from here. Alright, we should have this. We would be smart to go kill their arty. And not push into these guys as of yet. I guess I'll push. I know they're still potentially gonna run into things, but yeah. But 1100 damage so far, 200 assist. See what we can do. I'm not about to push into what's in the northwest there yet. Like, I'll just basically be bashing my head against the wall. Trying to track him, but at least I spotted him. Alright, we still got 3 tanks. P95's holding steady. I'm gonna hope this object is in the same spot. Again, I'm just gonna use this building and try to come up right behind it. Alright, he pushed over there. But this worked out pretty effectively. Took us a while, but you know, if you're not going to put enough tanks in the hills there, it is kind of a good idea to sometimes just abandon it and just set up to where if the enemy tries to push through, then you just light them up. But luckily for us, they didn't put that many tanks there, so that never came into play until it was too late for them. Alright, so up after this, I got the Leopard 1 and AMX 12T and I is 7. Come on, hurry up. I want to get all 3 battles in here. Which my next stream is going to be coming up Wednesday morning. So that's going to start at 9 instead of 8. I think I have that set up right on my stream schedule under the video here. But decent amount of damage considering I was bottom tier. I'll take that. And yeah, everything worked out pretty well for us. Into a leopard though. Things nice and quick. Let's start a last little giveaway too here. It's alright, Messman. I wouldn't have put it in, like, I know this is probably your first stream watching me, so it's all good. I used to, you know, again, I used to do it to where, you know, you could request like up to 3 tanks, and then literally my tank requests would fill up in the first fight. But I just try to spread them out a little bit now. That way everyone can at least, you know, get 1 in, if not 2. Alright, matchmaking. We're on time here. I think I'm feeling I'm going to get Lakeville. Specifically from... Oh, no. It's close though. For whatever reason, I just felt like I was about to get a Lakeville battle. Alright, so I'm going to play somewhere out over here. But this is going to be interesting. Just the battle's gonna shake out very quickly. We both have at least, they've got 7 fast tanks that can get there quickly. We have 6. Or they technically, they have 8 if you include the E5. Do I think it's worth the cost, Wolf? Yeah, I would say they're like if Scorpion G might be better. All right, we're all making a traffic jam here. But they did buff it at some point last year. I would say it's not bad. Like I don't have a ton of battles in it, so you know, definitely take my opinion with a grain of salt. But more or less, yeah, I don't think it's a bad tank to play. It's mainly hurt by, right now, the maps, more or less, where a lot of maps don't work too well with it. Oh, I know, that was some grade A driving on my part. Surprised I didn't flip myself over somehow. Boom, snuck that in, and got already the wasted shot. Check and check. Ooh, no, no, no. We do not want to push into that, guys. No weak spots on both of their turrets. Yeah, this is no bueno. Try to track him. I either damaged his track or his ammo rack's actually there, which is why I took the chance. IS-7, a lot of people, they don't realize that they can take a lot of ammo rack damage here. But I'll take it right now. I still have full HP somehow. I'm gonna take a shot here. But if we can get this IS-7 out, we have a pretty big advantage. I'm gonna keep plinking him. Come on, T-57. He's loaded now, but whatever. If I can take him out, and he missed, even better. So that's just capitalizing on some poor aiming on their part. Hey, you can ping us all you want right now, JPZ 100. We're doing pretty well over here. So you just need to calm down. I really hope they don't shoot me. I would almost, basically I would say it's a miniature Borsig, more or less. It's definitely not like super fast, and yeah, it's more like a Borsig, I would say. Which is, you know, it's nothing against the tank. The Borsig's a good tank. Are they ever going to buff the Leopard 1? I'd probably say the best buff they can give it is nerfing some other mediums, to be honest. Because it's not a bad tank as far as its role goes. It's just they've introduced some other tanks that are better at the whole light medium role with long range support. But for a map like this that's pretty open, you know, you don't feel weak in it, and even in like larger 30v30 maps and stuff, it can be a nice little thing, because it's basically what a light tank should kind of be like as far as being able to do damage. But yeah, just don't get a map like this and you're definitely hurting a bit, since you don't have any armor whatsoever and you don't really gain enough mobility and gun over other tanks to really justify playing it. Still AFK, so let's just get a little bit of damage, but a pretty good fight here in a Leopard. Really straightforward. I got a little bit lucky, but I was really on point, honestly, with some of my shots and choosing to come out certain times. On turn for me. Turn for me. JPZ. Trying to track him. Fine. No. I wanted to ram and get both of them. Really good fight though. 4k damage, 1500 assist. Thanks for requesting this. This was a pretty good fight. Alright, so AMX 12T up next. Got a Mastery Badge First Class here. Yeah, most amount of damage. And, yeah, pretty straightforward. At least on my team. JPZ got more kind of camping back at the base, but usually you won't see me do something like that because you got to get really lucky. Then hopefully you do enough damage if your team's kind of falling like theirs was, or else you're just going to get swarmed at the end like that. Thanks again for the request though. Let me get into the little 12T here. I might actually save that one. Let's see who wins the giveaway. Congratulations, Mojo, for winning the raffle there. My scout struggles, yes. Alright, so bottom tier again. Or not again, but I don't like bottom tier playing. I don't know why I'm so itchy. I don't really like playing bottom tier when I'm defending here. Ace Raffler. A little scary that our AMX 5100s are both not moving. One isn't loaded in, but the other is. There we go. This really sketchy that both of them are. There we go. They're moving a little bit now. I usually don't play out this far, but I will chance it. You can get really nice shots. Banking on the enemy team not picking me up. This Tiger 1's going to be an issue though if somebody doesn't pick him up though. Luckily they don't have anyone able to spot me as of yet. This KV4 though. Good, they got shots on the Tiger 1. He's probably not going to push. Can't really pen the KV4 well, but I'm going to try. Maybe I'll get lucky. Probably not. So going with some APCR here. Man, these KV4s are going to be nasty to deal with. Really hope that this one just sits here for me. Started turning its turret. Just don't have clean shots. And this doesn't have a crap ton of pen. And not that I'm hitting anything either. Here we go. I was hoping maybe I'll set a fire or something, but this doesn't have the most amount of ammunition to where I thought some of those shots were a little higher chance than they actually were probably. But most of them pushed. I gotta do something here because those KV4s are just gonna tear into things. Like they are gonna push right through the center of that town. There is an E25 out here somewhere. I'm hoping, really hoping it's on that side still. I only have three shots here. I didn't reload. I probably should have. I thought I was gonna get lucky. Alright, so I'm gonna reload now and just do a little loop-de-loop. It's just they definitely are trying to get the T-3485. I don't have a shot on him because I swapped over to standard. You press C, I believe the default is. I'm taking too long now. This is gonna backfire. Really a ricochet. Him. Hello, Labobo. Yeah, at least you're catching the end here. I think I might have one more battle. I don't want to go too much past 9 here, since I got an early start tomorrow. I say I can't give up to where they still have 2 already, but I don't think I'm going to be able to push out there. I'm definitely going to get spotted here, but I just got to hope I can somehow pen him. Because he's going to have to turn to me. Awesome. Got him there. That sounds like a good Mother's Day party. Damn, I gotta go to flag. Really hope I didn't flip myself there. Just unless they all have low HP, I don't think this is gonna work out too well. You know, I'm really confident sometimes. Come on, shoot faster! Crap, E25. Why? Yeah, 49 seconds. Oh, come on, Thunderbolt. Why are you doing that to me? Only got one more shot. I've got to reset him. Nah. I got killed by Artie. Oh, Lord. Well, that doesn't sound very exciting, Labobo. I'm glad he got out of that well. Unfortunately, a loss here. I don't know what the P-43 was trying to do. We're getting capped out. I got 6 kills, but one last fight here. I tried my best in that little thing. Got a mastery badge first class though. A Orlix medal, top gun, and yeah, top 2 damage while being bottom tier in an AMX 12T. I could have maybe pulled something off there, but yeah, that was still that was a pretty good match. Thanks for requesting that one. Hopefully it helps you out a little bit. Which this guy, at least he shot, but like, I don't know why you're driving out there. These KV4, they completely annihilated our team though. But oh well, I tried. Almost fired all the shots. It's getting to the IS-7 here. Last battle, definitely for the stream. Alright. Which, thank you again, guys, for catching the stream tonight. I know it's a holiday, so it's not always the easiest to catch them. And thanks very much for the new follows and the tips too, guys. Alright. Thank you very much, Lubobo, for the bits. But the next stream, I will be back Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. and going till a little bit afternoon. Unfortunately, I have one measly day off this week, but yeah, could be worse. All right, so Redshire, top tier. I'm gonna head to the blimp area. Yeah, it was a fun stream tonight. I had a little bit of trouble in the beginning playing some lightly armored tanks, but yeah, after that it kind of worked out. Thanks, Merlot. All right. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. That's some optimism there from our P44. But yeah, I usually don't head over here, but I'm pretty much the only tank on our team with armor. The next best armored tank is a T32, probably, and then the T54. Thank you very much, Cranky. Yeah, the KV220 match really did turn things around. That team did not stand a chance against me. Excellent. This guy is going to be too busy trying to climb. I really hate when people do that, because you're literally going to waste your time trying to do that. This is just going to be tough depending on... They technically have 3 heavily armored tanks, the Type 4, IS-7, and the 430U. 430U is basically a heavy tank, in my opinion. Yeah. I always face that way because you can take a lot of damage. Not angling your front that way. Alright, so... Come on, watch out. Enemy team looks like it's heavy over on the other side. So I'm gonna try to... Well, not get hit with a super high roll from an IS-7, but hopefully inspire my team to push here. But fortunately I don't have enough gun depression, so I weasel my way. Well, that's not good. It seems like he got it figured out. I'm just gonna honestly stick with APCR here until I get down at least one of these tanks. Ooh, crap, he's going in. Stick my neck out a little bit farther. Somebody, HE, you're blocking me, and I'm about to... Luckily, that IS-7 bounced me, but... It's just, I see our other side is just literally getting chewed up. I went over a little too fast here. He's definitely gonna kill me. Yep, he was smart to kill me too. I had the most amount of damage potential. 2,500 damage though, and honestly, I was really sloppy there. I took probably 2 shots I otherwise could have avoided. But I hope my team can eke this out though. We should. The enemy push was a little bit sloppy too. it just looks like you know, they had a few people noticing that we were pushing, so they pushed hard, but a few of them hung back, and our team was all back here, so we didn't lose a lot of tanks. But thanks a lot, guys, for watching. It was a fun one. You know, happy Mother's Day, everybody, and you know, I'll be back Wednesday morning for the next stream. So hopefully I'll catch some of you guys then. After Wednesday's stream, I'll be streaming, you know, Friday and Sunday night again. Where hopefully, you know, after this week, it'll just be Friday, Sunday nights, and then Tuesday, Wednesday mornings for the stream. I'm gonna stick with that, hopefully for about a month or so. But just seeing if this battle's going to end quickly or not. I don't think I'm gonna watch the end of this just because I really need to get to bed. But you know, thanks again, guys, for watching and for all the tips tonight and new followers. Nice to chat with y'all, especially after the really busy day I had at work. So anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. See you next time. Have a good one.